I don't think my stream deck is working. What did I have plugged in for that? This? Yes. Let's unplug it, plug it back in again. Maybe I just opened Stream Deck software. Please don't break my computer by opening this. Please don't break my computer by opening this. Alright, well, it seems to be running here. But the marker thingamabob that I usually use to put down markers to say, like, hey, this is a good place to end a part and start a new part, doesn't seem to be working. That's not good. That is not particularly good. I guess I can, if it comes down to it, like, I've missed the moment now, but, and, like, at this point, there's no point putting one down. But, wow, looking at my stream manager, I was streaming for 27 hours, 54 minutes, 36 seconds, then 58 seconds, then 4 minutes and 1 second, then 2 minutes and 5 seconds, then 3 minutes and 41 seconds. Here, I can show it really quickly. Would this be a display capture 2? Would this be assigned to anyway? Display capture 2. And then that'd be this monitor here, which is currently my only one set up here. Yeah. So the stream died 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. I'm streaming for 8 minutes, 29 seconds now. You love to see it. Remember playing the Pit of 100 Trials in adolescent and never quite having the time to pull it off? Wonder if the version also requires a full restart for every battle defeat. I'm pretty sure after you clear, I think there's a guy that I can now pay a bunch of coins to, and he'll let me start from floor 50, but that's only because I've cleared it once. I have already defeated Bone Tail. I think. I don't think that was the case before. I don't know. Alright, pull up OBS here again. But from what I've heard, Prince Mush is supposed to be the hardest one. But I was gonna save him for last, but I was like, man, with the stream constantly dying, maybe I'll just do him first. And then maybe he's done. And I'm honestly thinking, if my stream continues to die during the Pit of 100 Trials, then, like, I'm probably just gonna, like, leave my computer off and then go up to the end of the Pit of 100 Trials just in handheld mode on my own time here, and then try streaming again, and then go right at the boss. If my computer dies again, or if we're good, because I was going for 20 minutes. Maybe it'll get a little bit longer each time, and then, we'll see. Sure, there was no save point in the original. Yep, there's no save point during the Pit of 100 Trials. Which way was it again? Here? Whoops. Also, I meant to go to the shop before I went in here, and I completely forgot, I'm gonna be honest. I'm going to be honest, I forgot. But yeah, there are no save points, and it is quite a long time. I've already cleared the Pit of 100 Trials once, which is why I thought, hey, I don't need to do it on camera again. But I just, like, forgot to do it off camera on my own time. I mean, what I could technically do is I could just say, like, hey, this was done at HallowLAN, and then just do the last Pit of 100 Trials boss, like, at home, and then there's one small part at home. Oh yeah, and I gotta go to the end. Where I do the entire pit before the boss, and then the stream is just the boss itself, and then I switch to my other ongoing Mario RPG game of Mario and Luigi Brothers Ship, and just have, like, a brief last stream of the Thousand Year Door. I don't know. I don't know. It's an idea. You know, I've earned this Ice Storm. It's a cool one. All enemies that does 3 damage and freezes them. Oh, well, I don't know where I can buy some better stuff here. I'm pretty sure the things over here are pretty basic. So where did I put my hoodie? Over here. Also, I was talking with my cousin's kiddos and his friend that he brought along about potentially playing Mario Party, and they apparently haven't slept at all at the event yet. And it's 9:52 p.m. on the second day. So I don't know how they're staying awake. And it sounded like they might potentially be interested when, like, just for something to do to keep them awake. But I was thinking about potentially switching over to Mario Party when I first got back from, like, running my car for a little bit. But then stuff was going on, and I was like, oh, I'll just do Thousand Year Door quickly because there's stuff going on here, and, like, I can showcase that at the event. And then my stream endlessly died. Well, no, my computer endlessly died during that. And now I'm doing, like, Thousand Year Door stuff, but I don't know, maybe after this I'll ask if they still like to do some Mario Party. Otherwise, I'd switch to something else after this, assuming my computer doesn't die. We'll see. It could be that it'll just keep dying again. Enjoy your stay. Yeah, let's have a little bit of a sleep. Okay, well. Yeah, I slept super well. Charge up all the things. I'm sure there's other shops in the world that would give me better things, but, I don't know, man. Do I have enough FP items when, to go through the thing? I have a bunch of the whack-a-bumps that this is probably the time to use them. They might be finite, but, like... Meh. Here. An ice storm, huh? Whoa. Maybe I should have stayed down in the thingamabob. I'm here to store. The place with all the options. Gosh dang it, man. I'm here to sell. Here, ice storm. Here. Alright. Because, yeah, I remember running low on resources through a decent bit of the Pit of 100 Trials. A couple times. And, like, I needed to be stocked up. It was a great many months ago that I went through the pit. I'm pretty sure that was at Fragapalooza during the, like, late-night showcase stuff with Maverick Zero posting that. He was recently over at my place borrowing my copy of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, interestingly enough. He came in his ice racing car, and I got to see his this cute little vehicle that he apparently uses to race in the snow and stuff. It has basically everything on the inside of it ripped out, except for the driver's seat, just to make it as light as possible. So it's quite a funny looking thing. That car of his was quite a sight. The game looks kind of loud. I'm gonna turn it down a little smidge. So I'm gonna do to about there-ish. All right, I think it was Twilight Town that had like some of the crazy things, right? I don't remember. I don't remember. I can go have a look-see really quickly. Just because I, wouldn't mind being safe here. Figure better safe than sorry. That's 10 FP. I only have life mushrooms for a little bit cheaper. Okay, well, maybe it wasn't this place. I'm sure if I go to Poshley Heights or whatever the heck it's called, they'll probably have some stuff, but maybe, like, super marked up. I don't know. I have the funds. I have the technology. I also forget how many coins it takes to, how many coins it takes to start Keelhawk at the midway point of the pit. I think it might be 500. I don't remember. But I can afford that. I can do it. No problemo. And I go take on the final super boss. This is what I'll do. Here. There would be a shop around here somewhere, right? Man, this is feeling a little bit nostalgic now. Playing Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door at a Mega FPS event and this venue here. It's a bit of nostalgia here, you could say. Many months ago. Fresh pasta? What? I don't know. I came here for some sort of restorative items. Wait, it's only 10 HP and 5 FP? I didn't even see the description. I just assumed it'd be something better. Oops. Is there a shop that I can go to? There might not be any shop here. Maybe it's just the fresh pasta. There's no shops here, is there? Okay. What about Bobble Outpost? Would there be anything there? Alright, I just wasted my time coming here. Down into the sewers again in general is what I mean by that. Because I don't know where to buy the super good things. Thank goodness for these means of fast travel. Like, that's gotta be, like, one of the best quality of life changes that this game added. Compared to the original. It is extremely good. Here. Far Outpost, that's what it was called. Here, let me check this. I don't remember if there was a shop here. If so, I don't know if I ever shopped there. But let's check it again really quickly. Looks like there's an item shop. Man, this looks just like it looks like outside here in real life right now. That's what it kind of looks like. What have you guys got? Gosh dang it, man. Well... I don't know. I don't know where I buy the restores 50 HP things. Maple syrup. Wow, it really is Canadian, isn't it? 2016. What a year, huh? Okay. Alright, maybe I just go in with this. I don't remember what I had in my inventory when I cleared the Pit of 100 Trials before. And I should just be even more set up now. Like, gear-wise and level-wise than I was the first time I went in there, I think. I don't remember. Did I do my great grind before going to the Pit of 100 Trials? I don't remember at this point if it was between last session and this session, or between the last 2 sessions that I did like my great grind of fighting a whole bunch of Amazy Daisies. I do not recall. Either way, it was many months ago, quite a while back. But I'm pretty sure the last time I did the Pit of 100 Trials, my inventory was not super great, and that I did it anyway. Hey, yo, I've got all the housing products right here. Look no further. Just have curiosity. Would I need the other thing against Waka? I don't have any of these, so I could unlock one just for the sake of unlocking one. Sure. I don't know. So the Switch 1000 Year Door is the definitive version. You've heard criticisms about some drawbacks like missing music tracks and greater menu lag. Maybe 60 FPS will be available on the Switch sequel. That'd be cool there. But I would say that's definitely better. Like, some of the quality of life changes, like, are pretty inconsequential. Like the whole partner wheel, when it's like, you have a button to just get essentially the same thing here anyway. Like, what's the point of it? Stuff like that. Though I do use the partner wheel a decent bit. I think the fast traveling around is really, really good. And I like the additional content of, like, new super bosses and stuff. I do quite like that. Wait, this is the way to the... Yeah, to that. I want to go this way. Alright, so I think I'm back again here. I have been encountering quite a lot of technical issues, so after endless technical issues with Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door here, trying to get that to work, I was just like, you know, let's just try another PC thing and see what happens. So I did the next PC segment, is what I did. I can turn on Display Capture 2 here. Like, what? Device not connected or not available, are you sure? This. And now it's going to be a little bit of Inception here, ignore that. So, I did this. And it went just fine. There was no crashes, there was nothing. There was no issues whatsoever, and then I figured I would come back and do this, and during a little bit of my downtime, I did make some progress through the Pit of 100 Trials. Because, like, I've done this once before, it's not like I need to cover it fully again, I figured. And, first of all, after that was done, I went out and, I mean, technically, 1 minute 13 seconds. But technically speaking, since 5 p.m. on Friday, Mountain Time, and it's 2:19 a.m. right here, but that was with 1 sleep included. I might get a little bit of sleep later tonight, depending on how I'm feeling, but I'd like to get through things for now. I've been running into a lot of technical issues. Morning, Reggie Bump. And, first of all, when I went out and started my car again recently and ran it for 10 minutes, I took this game out with me, and I figured I'd make a little bit more progress through the Pit of 100 Trials. And, I didn't realize that I went out there with my Joy-Cons that have drift, and that was abysmal, and I didn't make a whole lot of progress when I was in my car there doing that. But I made it past a couple more floors here. And then I got back and I was like, okay, well, maybe things are working just fine now. The issues have sorted themselves out. I open OBS and start my capture card. It freezes my whole computer again. So I restart it and I try again and I open OBS and it freezes my entire computer again. So I'm like, is there something going on with my capture card? Does it not like going through the USB like hub here? And it's never had that issue before. But just in case, I unplugged my capture card from there and I plugged it directly into the back of my PC. So I had to pull my PC out and rearrange some USB cables so I could plug it into a USB-C slot. And I opened up OBS, froze my entire computer immediately, and I had to force reboot again. And I was like, okay, let's be a little bit weird, and let's try putting it through a different USB extension cable and see if that does something. Froze my entire computer again. So then I was like, okay, what the heck is going on here? Maybe I can just open it in like the Elgato software that comes with it. So I tried to open Game Capture HD, and it wouldn't actually open. It would say on the taskbar that it's open, but there wouldn't be anything open there. Like I'd hover over it and there would be no window pulling up. So it wasn't there. And then I got a little bit of advice from online to delete the settings file from that software. And I put it on my desktop as a backup, and I deleted the settings file, and then I opened it. And then my capture card opened just fine. So then I tried to open OBS, and then OBS started crashing immediately on opening it, which that was a bit new. At least it wasn't freezing my entire computer, it was just crashing OBS, but it would crash immediately, and OBS wouldn't be able to be used. So then I ran OBS as administrator, and I ran it in safe mode. And now it seems to be okay. And I'm still a little bit worried about it randomly dying, because I was worried that I might not be able to do any capture card things here at all. And because I only have one HDMI port on each of these monitors, I figured rather than like plugging in my capture card into this monitor again before I know that everything's a-okay, I would just watch the same thing that you have. So OBS is over here, and I have an OBS full screen projector preview over here. So the game that I'm watching here is now like what you see is what I see. So if I can't see something on the right side of the screen, I'm gonna need to actually turn off my camera to see it. And there's gonna be a little bit of input delay since it's no longer feeding right through to the monitor. And yeah, and we'll see if that's okay. Maybe that'll mess up my supercard timing. So, because I've already done this once before, during some downtime during previous technical issues here, and now that I've narrowed down that it was my capture card and seemed to figure out how to fix it, I'm on floor 89. So I didn't exactly skip all of the pit. Okay. So I'm live streaming again. I don't know how long this is going to last this time. So, after all this trial and error, I thought it was my capture card, and I thought, I'm just stuck playing PC games until the end of this event, because for whatever reason my capture card doesn't seem to be cooperating all that nicely with OBS. So then, I thought maybe the one console I can still play is my PS5 that I brought along. Maybe I can still play some games on that with a little bit of around. And so I downloaded remote software that lets me remotely connect my PS5, like, on the same network. I went and I grabbed another LAN cable that wasn't being used because there's an open spot over there where no one's computer is set up, so I just used the LAN cable from that. I plugged it into my PS5 to connect it to the same network, logged into my PSN account on my computer here, plugged my PS5 controller to my computer, and I connected to my PS5 remotely. Graphics weren't the best, but the input delays seemed just fine. I was like, oh, this is my workaround, so I can stream one capture card game even when my capture card isn't working, and then I just do like a desktop capture. Unfortunately, game capture or window capture didn't work on the remote software. And I was like, okay, I've got something going here. Maybe I'll do that. And then I couldn't make up my mind between whether I wanted to do like Final Fantasy 16 first or Planet Coaster 2 first in terms of like stuff that's still in my queue of stuff to do that's non-Switch based then. And then it crashed again, despite the fact that my capture card was unplugged. I was like, what? Is it not the capture card then? When I've been running into so many issues with this thing. Most recently, when I had a major issue, I got display capture. Is it? Yeah, this one here. This, not very long ago. Yeah, so not only did it freeze semi-recently, but I had this. And then it froze on the screen. It never moved from 0%. I had to like force restart it from there. And I was waiting a while, but it never came. So I was like, oh, well, that's strange. Like, this was while I still had the capture card plugged in. It was a generic freeze most recently when I was trying to do like the window. I was about to say that I thought I found the solution and that it didn't have anything to do with the capture card. And then it froze on me again right as I started to say that, which implies maybe there is something going on with the capture card, or there's just something else going on in my computer in general, and I cannot, for the life of me, figure out what it is. I was about to say the solution that I thought I found was that I started to remember that when I set up the 24-hour Cherry Stream 11 layout and I was making a whole bunch of layouts for different things, it was really not making my computer struggle, but it was causing it to freeze sometimes in a similar way. And I'd forgotten that that was the case. Like, this was a little bit over a month ago when I was setting up the layouts for the 24-hour Cherry Stream 11. And as I was making these more elaborate layouts and just adding more and more scenes to OBS here, it would crash like that sometimes. It would crash like that. It would freeze like that sometimes. My entire computer, I'd have to force restart it. And I remember I solved it at the time by deleting a lot of my scenes, deleting a lot of the stuff that OBS was using, as if OBS some way was like overloading my computer. And my computer is yet to freeze just on its own. It's only when I have OBS open that's doing that freezing. So I deleted all of my 24-hour Cherry Stream 11 layouts back to just like the normal set that I have. In fact, there's probably some other ones I can delete here, like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I don't think I'm using that again. Well, hopefully I don't need that again at some point. Goodbye. Stuff like that. But, like, so I've deleted a decent number of layouts. to see if that makes a difference. Because, yeah, I do remember running into that freezing issue before, now that I think about it. So, I don't know if there's something up with my capture card here. If, like, it wasn't truly deleted while OBS was still open there. And maybe it would be good now. Or if I just have to do, like, PC games / my crazy workaround thing for streaming PS5 games to my computer, like I was just talking about potentially being a workaround. I'm going to plug in my capture card one last time and see if this works. But now I know that OBS can freeze even without my capture card here, which is good to know. But man, it's a good thing that this is called HallowLAN, the spooky Halloween kind of themed one, because this has been one heck of a nightmare sorting out the issues that I've been running into with my devices here. I have never had anything this bad crop up at one of the gaming events I've been to in terms of like my equipment functioning. This is a management nightmare. It's also about 3 in the morning local time. And I don't know if I'm quite getting through my list here of stuff. Like, let's see here. If I go to my display capture here, a list of things that I set out to do, not schedule. I've done a lot of the PC things. Like, these are all the things I was doing on PC. Well, okay, there's one more that I do on PC. But, like, maybe I can finish those off, but now I know that it can just, like, freeze and stop me in the middle of stream without doing that. How was I able to stream for 20... I am at about my wit's end here, honestly. I don't know. I changed it from constant bitrate to adaptive bitrate. See if that changes something. But I was having these crashes before I was even using X264. I was having these, I have to stop calling them crashes. They're freezing my whole computer, even when I was using NVENC, using my GPU to encode the stream. So, I've never run into these kinds of issues before while streaming. I've run into a lot of stream issues over the years, but I've never run into issues like these before. And I don't know. I don't know here. If it happens one more time, then I'll just try recording rather than streaming and see if that makes a difference. I've had these same freezes just by having OBS open. So I assume it wouldn't make a difference, and that's why I haven't really tried it before this point. I genuinely don't know what to do. Like, is there something that's going on that's, like, overloading my computer or something like that? When I've had Task Manager open during times that it's done this, it doesn't seem like anything's being used, like, to a super crazy degree. It seems like everything is still at very expected kind of values. I don't know why this is happening. It's never happened to me at home or at a LAN event like this before. And I am just about at wit's end here when it comes to this. It just, much like a Bethesda game, it just does not work. Alright, let's see here. Set this to that. And unplug my one camera and plug it back in again. And let's see here. Then I set it to that. Yeah. Alright, then I do that, and I get a preview. And, I'll try here. But, yeah, if it crops out on me again, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't think it's my capture card at this point. I think it's just something with my computer here. And I know that's not like some sort of network issue sending stuff through for streaming. Because just by having OBS open, I've had it freeze my computer over and over and over again as well. Like, sometimes even just the moment